If somebody is doing a bad job, and if I feel there's unsafe conditions, I would call Johnny, the head of FIFA, who's phenomenal, and I would say, let's move it to another location. And he would do that. He wouldn't love to do it, but he'd do it. Very easily he'd do it.
What if the President of the United States threatened to move World Cup matches just because he didn't like a city? That's exactly what Donald Trump just did. And within hours, FIFA, the most powerful sports body on earth, hit back with a statement that shook global football. The 2026 World Cup was meant to be a celebration of unity across North America, but now it's turning into a political earthquake. Before we break down what's really happening between Trump, FIFA, and the host cities, make sure to subscribe and drop a football in the comments if you believe sports should never bow to politics. Because what's unfolding here might change how global tournaments are run forever. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, jointly hosted by the US, Canada, and Mexico, was supposed to unite North America under one global spotlight. 16 cities, billions in investments, and millions of fans expected to flood stadiums across the continent. But in September 2025, that unity started to unravel at a press conference in Washington. Trump stood before cameras and said, "If I see a place that isn't safe, we'll move the match somewhere else." It sounded like strength, but to FIFA it was chaos. Within hours, FIFA Vice President Victor Montagliani, who oversees North America, replied sharply, "Football is bigger than any country, bigger than any government." That statement wasn't just about sports. It was a warning, a reminder that no president, not even a US one, controls the world's game. Behind closed doors, FIFA officials held emergency meetings. They knew Trump couldn't legally move matches, but perception matters. Sponsors panicked. Cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, and Seattle were suddenly under scrutiny. And global headlines started asking the question, is America too unstable to host the World Cup? Meanwhile, Canada and Mexico quietly stayed on track, building, planning, and impressing FIFA with their precision. While America argued, they executed. What began as a shared dream was starting to look like a shift in global confidence. Even worse, Trump's remarks highlighted America's biggest weakness, its visa system. While fans could enter Russia or Qatar with just a ticket and passport, visiting the US required interviews, long waits, and piles of paperwork. One journalist put it bluntly, in Russia, you needed a ticket and a passport. In America, you need time, money, and a miracle. FIFA started to worry that the World Cup might not feel so welcome in 2026. By late 2025, sponsors were quietly shifting focus toward Canada and Mexico. The US half of the tournament was now surrounded by tension, political threats, public backlash, and questions of credibility. FIFA President Gianni Infantino stayed diplomatic but firm. He said, "Safety is a shared responsibility, but football will outlast politics still." Trump doubled down, naming more cities unsafe, calling some mayors radical left lunatics, and insisting that by 2026 every stadium will be secure under my watch. So now, the world is asking, could FIFA actually move matches away from the US? Would Canada or Mexico step in if things spiral? Or is this all part of Trump's political theater, using the world's biggest sport to prove American strength? Tell me what you think. Should FIFA stand its ground, or should politics decide where the world plays? Like, comment, and follow for more.